Hey everybody, Nate Lee here, and I'm going to show you my favorite 2 minor 5-7-1 lick, also just known as a 2-5-7-1. It is a jazz or swing turnaround lick, and this particular one fits in the swing world really well. But if you're a bluegrass player or bluegrass adjacent, don't click out just yet, even if this isn't your cup of tea, because I have a online class coming up starting Monday, January 23rd. It's an online fiddle workshop. It'll be totally live, and you will be able to learn a whole bunch of cool new stuff to take to your jams and to your gigs in 2023. If you want to bring a whole new repertoire, then my live online workshop, Fiddle Licks That Changed Everything, is for you. You're going to learn a repertoire in the key of A, B, and G, and you can then easily transpose those to other keys, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So if you want to go to your jam sessions this year or to your gigs this year with a lot more confidence and be playing some cool stuff that your bandmates or your friends are going to ask you about, then sign up for Fiddle Licks That Changed Everything. There's There's a link right below. It will lead to many licks though. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and whether you're new or not, make sure to click that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It is a free, easy way to help out the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. All right, so here's the lick. I do not know where I got this. It was probably from 𝘀𝗵𝗶𝘀 or something like that. I'm in the key of C here, but this transposes to other keys pretty easily. So the way the lick works is we're following a chord progression that's 2 minor, 5-7-1. So in the key of C, that means D minor, G7, and then C. All right, so here's how you do it. You start out with this really nice D minor 9 based arpeggio lick here. So you start out on an E note, that's 1 on the D. We're going to pull a whole bunch of notes in one bow, but first we're just going to go over what the notes are. Then we'll go over the bowing. So start out with an E, that's 1 on the D. F, that's low 2. Open A. And then, let's see, what are we at? Low 2 on the A string, that's a C note. And then 4th finger on the E string, and that's an E note. We're going to do that all in one bow. If it's a little screechy and grindy sounding, that's good. In jazz violin, a lot of times that's what you want. I'll usually intentionally bear down a little bit because I want the swing music sometimes to sound like just a little painful. You know, you want it to hurt good, like a massage sometimes. Not all the time, but on a lick like this, I really like it too. So feel free to dig in there a little bit. Make it a little screechy. You know, listen to Stuff Smith is a really good example of a jazz fiddler who played with a really kind of rough tone that I think was completely intentional. And it just really kind of adds a lot of cool style to it. So that's your first part of the lick. It's the hardest part because you have to play all these notes on a single down bow. But once you've got that down, it's smooth sailing. Now the timing here is an 8th note, a triplet, and then what would that be? A quarter note? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Nope, it's an 8th note. All right, so you would start on, is it the end of 4? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Yeah, it's the end of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... That brings us to our next note here. That's going to be a D note. It's a 3 on the A. And from here on out, no more slurs. So you're all done with slurs. Now, let's see, where are we going to go next? Oh yeah, 1 on the A. This is a B note. So now you've got... Now 3 on the D. That's a G note. Low 2 on the D. F note. Now open D. Sometimes I'll substitute an E flat there. And then E, which is 1 on the D. Then I like to go double stop here. So you could go E, which is 1 on the D, and C, which is low 2 on the A. Or you can just go with the C note. So that's just the single note at the end, or here's the double stop. where to use this lick. Anything that has a 2 minor, 5-7, and one chord in it. And if 2 minor 5-7-1 sounds like French to you and you don't speak French, there's a lot of fantastic YouTube videos about this. If you just search 2 minor 5-7-1, I wouldn't spell out the minor. I'd put 2 little m space 5-7 space 1 and then swing turnaround or jazz turnaround. Search that. You're going to find a ton of great videos. I may do one someday about that, but there's already probably so many really good ones explaining this. So go and learn about that there, and then look for chord progressions that have this. It's in all kinds of swing progressions. So I'm just going to play just a typical sort of swing progression, do some improv, and I'm going to end on that lick if everything goes as planned, so you can hear it kind of in context. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what it might sound like. It's a really, really fun lick. What makes it such a cool lick for me is all of those down bow notes. It really changes the inflection compared to other things that most people would play. And it's one of those licks that changed everything about my understanding of swing music. And we're not going to cover this in the online workshop starting Monday. That's going to be more bluegrass and bluegrass adjacent. But in that class, we will be covering licks that completely changed my understanding of the fiddle and concepts that changed my understanding of the fiddle. And I think they're going to change yours as well. So make sure to sign up. The link is down below for fiddle licks that changed everything. You can bring a whole new repertoire of licks to your jam or your band in the keys of A, B, and G. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, click that like button, and hit the notification bell. If you're not new to the channel, still click that like and notification bell. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to follow this page, share this post, and click that like button. All right. See you later.